In a shadowy corner of the internet, where anonymity emboldens and secrecy reigns, a digital Pandora's box was quietly pried open. A private Telegram chat among young Republicans, once thought to be hidden from public view, has exploded into a national scandal, sending shockwaves through political circles and beyond. A Politico investigation uncovered nearly 3,000 pages of messages, exchanged over 8 months, filled with racism, anti-Semitism, and homophobia, an unfiltered look into the darkest corners of political discourse. These weren't isolated incidents or fleeting lapses in judgment. This was a sustained, coordinated pattern of hate, with members openly using slurs, mocking minorities, and even celebrating Hitler's legacy. The leak exposes not just a handful of individuals, but a deeply rooted culture of bigotry among those poised to become the next generation of political leaders, people who may soon shape laws and policies. The group's comfort in expressing such views behind closed doors raises urgent, uncomfortable questions about the values and beliefs shaping our political institutions, and whether these attitudes are more widespread than we realize. This isn't fringe behavior. These are staffers, strategists, and even elected officials, people entrusted with real power and influence. The scandal forces a reckoning, demanding that we ask, how deep does this prejudice run within the very halls of power that are meant to represent all Americans? The implications for democracy and public trust are profound, challenging us to confront uncomfortable truths about who holds power and what they truly believe. The fallout was immediate. Newsrooms buzzed with updates, and the shockwaves rippled through offices across the country. Key figures lost their jobs overnight, with entire careers unraveling in a matter of hours. The sense of uncertainty was palpable as colleagues watched friends and mentors leave their posts. Peter Gionta, former New York State Young Republicans chair, was fired from a state assembly office, his reputation in tatters and his future prospects suddenly uncertain. Joseph Malino, once general counsel, was ousted from the New York court system, a stunning fall from grace for someone once seen as a rising star in legal circles. In Kansas, William Hendricks lost his job with the Attorney General's office. Political campaigns cut ties, removing his name from materials and distancing themselves from the controversy. And in Vermont, Senator Sam Douglas now faces mounting calls to resign, as protesters gather and the media scrutinizes every move. Employers send a clear message. Bigotry is a career-ending liability, and organizations are unwilling to risk their reputations by association. Even future opportunities vanished, as political parties and businesses scrambled to distance themselves, leaving those involved isolated and without support. The scandal's reach shows that private hate can have very public consequences, forever altering the lives and careers of those at the center of the storm. The response was swift and unified. Democrats and Republicans alike condemned the chat's vile content. Senate and House leaders called for accountability, demanding resignations and public exposure of those involved. New York's governor and National Party leaders insisted on immediate action, reflecting zero tolerance for hate. Republican officials also denounced the group, seeking to contain the damage and reaffirm party values. National Young Republicans demanded a purge of all chat participants. Congressional caucus leaders joined in, questioning the character of anyone involved. For a moment, outrage over hate speech bridged the partisan divide. Yet, Vice President J.D. Vance broke ranks, dismissing the scandal as overblown pearl-clutching. He deflected by citing past Democratic scandals, minimizing the gravity of the leaked messages. Vance's whataboutism offered cover for those downplaying the issue, ignoring the professional status of those involved. Meanwhile, some implicated members issued apologies laced with accusations, blaming internal party rivals for the leak. Their statements shifted focus from their own actions to alleged political infighting. This blend of apology and deflection is a familiar damage control tactic, but the hateful content remains undeniable, regardless of the motives behind its exposure. The scandal leaves a lasting stain on the young Republicans, casting a shadow over their ambitions and the ideals they claim to represent. For many, the fallout is not just about one incident, but about a pattern that threatens to define a generation of political hopefuls. It raises serious doubts about the future of political leadership, as trust in those who seek to govern is shaken to its core. The silence in once busy rooms speaks volumes about the uncertainty that now hangs in the air. Opponents are already seizing the moment, using the incident to paint the GOP as tolerant of extremism and unwilling to confront its own problems. The narrative quickly spreads, fueling division and outrage. The controversy deepens public cynicism, making it harder for citizens to believe in the integrity of their representatives. Many now question whether meaningful change is even possible. For some, the scandal confirms long-held fears that private bigotry lurks behind polished political facades, hidden from public view but ever present in decision-making spaces. Restoring trust will require more than firings or public apologies. True accountability and transparency must become the new standard. It demands real, sustained change within party culture, with a commitment to diversity, inclusion, and honest self-reflection. The Republican Party must confront and root out hate wherever it exists, taking bold steps to ensure that intolerance is never ignored or excused. This is not just about damage control, but about rebuilding credibility from the ground up. Without genuine reform and a willingness to listen, the party risks repeating the same mistakes. If nothing changes, this won't be the last such scandal to rock the party or the nation. The cycle will continue, eroding faith in democracy itself. The challenge now is to ensure tomorrow's leaders are guided by respect, decency, and a genuine desire to serve all Americans, not just a select few. Only then can faith in our institutions begin to recover, and only then can the promise of democracy truly be fulfilled for future generations.